Greetings once again, day traders. Time for another episode of Mentor Mike's Market Movies. Today is Wednesday, February 29th, Leap Day. And before we start the data flow, I want to show you something here on our 1-minute chart. I'm going to blow it up to full screen briefly. And what I'm showing you is the fact that we have been very flat here for the last several hours. And the swings of the red moving average around the long-term moving average have been very, very shallow. When that happens, it's essentially a sideways consolidation. And you got basically two choices. You can either be very aggressive on your entries and exits and trade these swings around the red moving average, or you got to wait until the market commits to a direction and breaks out one way or another. That's kind of boring, so we want to do some trading. And so we're going to do a little bit of an aggressive move here, and probably not one you want to do otherwise. But to get started, let's fire up the data. We could have probably gotten long right out of the box, but in reality, I don't really start watching the market until probably about 4:30. So we'll start with the next move. Now, notice that our stochastic over here has already broken out of the overbought zone. On the 5-minute side, we're still kind of rising here, so we'll wait a little bit longer. All right, I've stopped the data now. Notice that we're about to go south of the 50% level on the 1-minute stochastics. We've almost got a crossover here, and we've got a little bit of a bend on the white moving average with the blue sticking out below. We're pretty close to a flip here, and if we want to make some money on the downward swing in this channel, we're going to have to get in pretty quick. So here we go, and fire it up again. Okay, we've flipped the parabolic. Okay, hit the first target and move the stop. Doubt very much if we'll hit the second target, but we might. I don't think I did in the real-time trading. All right, now I'm actually going to reverse this trade right here, not wait for us to be stopped out. While we're doing that, draw our first arrow here. You know you're in a tight channel when the swings go across both the red moving average and the long term on the same move. Okay, that was some kind of report there at 5:30. I think it was gross domestic product or something like that. So that's what caused that little spike. All right, boom. Let's reverse once again. Actually, we don't have to reverse. We just have to go short. Okay, hit the target, move the stop. Another trade arrow. One of these will eventually be a breakout. But if we waited for our usual signals, we'd be buying highs and selling lows all over the place. Again, you can see the red moving average and the long-term moving average are encompassed in the swings that we're getting on the price right now. Okay, boom. Reverse. And start up again. This is the only way to trade a flat market. It's not really trending, and so if you wait until we're completely on one side of the red moving average or the other, you've waited too long. Well, now we've got a little bit of a breakout here. We're just a little past 6:30 and heading on towards 7 Pacific time, which means that we're forming our first turning point of the day, which obviously appears to want to be a high. I have learned from experience that that first turning point, once it's in, you can generally trade in the opposite direction and do pretty well. Now, we've started to drop. All we have is the blue hooking over the white. You can see on the 5-minute stochastic over here a substantial bearish hook, and our stochastic on the 1 minute has dropped out of the overbought zone and is almost to the halfway point. When that first turning point is in, the market changes direction very prominently. So we're going to go ahead and short this thing. Actually, I guess the way to do it is to reverse since we're already in it, and watch what happens. Hit the first target again. Looks like this was the real breakout, was the downhill side. The other was more of a fake out to the upside, a little head fake, as they say in basketball, huh? Oh, and we hit all three targets. Okay, I was kind of asleep at the switch there. We could have shorted this market when the blue peeked out from underneath the white here. Um, that definitely would have been a good trade. Probably hit the first two targets, in fact. Um, and it even carried on a bit further after it flipped the parabolic, as you can see. Sorry about that, but we'll make up for it. In case you haven't noticed, we've already got $1,150 on the scoreboard here. And it's just coming up on 9 a.m. Pacific time. Not a bad morning's work for 5 contracts, too. Okay, we've touched the red with the price. We've got a bullish cross on the 5-minute stochastic breaking out of the oversold zone. This guy's pretty overbought, however. What we want to do is wait until the 1-minute stochastic has come back down, and then when it's ready to go back up, that's when we want to get long. So, okay, check this out. Price has been fooling around a little bit. In the meantime, the white came across the red finally. The blue dipped down and now has gone back and is trying to get back above the white. And our stochastic that I told you to watch has come down and now it's turned around. It's found support here at the halfway point and it looks like it wants to go up again. Over here on the 5-minute side, this stochastic has stayed bullish the whole time, and we've just about got across on the MACD, and we've just about flipped this parabolic. So I would say that we're probably safe to get on board this one now on the long side. So here goes. Yep, there we go. And with the NinjaTrader automated trade management function that we have set up, as soon as we hit that first target and go one extra tick, our stop automatically moves to a position where a winning trade is protected, and it only gets better from there. So once we hit that first target, we're home free. Okay, let's put in our arrows before we forget here. As I say, during the day, the actual trading day, I took this short trade too, but we missed that one. That probably would have added another $300 or so. But I think we'll do all right just the same. Okay, stopped out. Now, notice on the 5-minute side, our parabolic is definitely bullish, and so is the MACD. So what we've got here is a little bit of squirreliness. The market's going to pull back, but it's going to turn and it's going to go up again, and that's what we're waiting for. In fact, it looks like right about now ought to be a good time to do that. Well, looks like it's going to pull back a little bit further. Well, we definitely got the white going below the red, but notice nothing's really breaking to the downside major league here. Over here on the 5-minute side, we've still got that parabolic looking bullish, still got a bullish MACD, and another important thing to note is our stochastic is still above the 50% level. That's very bullish as well. And our red moving average over here on the 1 minute has essentially an upward slope to it. So we're still alive and kicking here. Finally. I did the same thing during the day, as I recall. I think I got in over here and waited it out till we finally hit pay dirt. Okay, stopped out. Actually, maybe I didn't. I think during the day I paid more attention to this white MACD, and I waited until it swooped down and started back up again. So we probably got in about there, but no harm, no foul. Now, notice our stochastic on the 5-minute. It's totally down. But until it breaks below the red halfway point, not too much is really going on. All right, hang on. We flipped the parabolic on the 5-minute side. We still have a little ways to go for a crossover, but the stochastic is now breaking to the lower half of the scale, which I mentioned earlier, and we've got both white and blue coming down below the red. We've got the MACD going into the lower half, and we've got the stochastic under 50% over here. So time to short this thing. Not enough to move the stop. Better bring this down manually then. Okay. Now we're starting to sell off. Are we going to hit the third target? You're making pretty good money if you hit the third target. We've had that happen once already, right? Oop, there we go. And we'll bring our arrow over to this level here. Okay, we're about 1:45 time-wise. So I would more than likely not start another trade at this time. So we're probably done for the day, but I think that there was one other opportunity that happened right near the end, but I can't remember if I'm thinking of this day or another day. Yeah. On the actual day, I saw, and of course at actual speed, I saw this break to the downside. It flipped the parabolic, and I caught it about here. And so whatever spooked the market down, I hit two targets there. Now this thing's already gone south a ways, and I don't know if we've already gone too far to make anything here. But in as much as we've already netted over $2,000 today, let's go ahead and go short and see if there's enough move left to maybe give us a little more. Okay. Doesn't look like it's in the cards. We're up to about 114 Got 9 seconds left, so I'm going to go ahead and hit close. We gave back 500 of that money just screwing around. But like I say, I actually made money on that in the real day trading. But I have to turn this back on now. Okay. So we have to mark that loser. But you can see that if you'd gotten in quick, it was easy to make some money there. But again, if I talk too much when the data is running at 30 times normal speed, it's easy to miss a few things. So our final score is $1,562.50, and actually I think we can see the whole thing here, can't we? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. So, not a bad day in the markets. See you next time.